Hi everyone, this is Autopostrophe. Hey, let's check out Dark Souls 3 running on the PlayStation 5. Again, this is the PlayStation 4 version. It's currently on sale along with all the other Dark Souls games. And, well, every one of the Souls series games. So you can get this and all of the DLC, the complete package for 15 bucks. And I think it's a really good deal for the game. Even if you are not, necessarily adept at these kind of games, like me, personally, I feel these games are good for like 6 to 10 hours, and then after that, I'm kind of done playing them. I don't really ever have any intention of finishing one of these games. But for the for the 10 hours that I play it, as far as I get, I think it's fun. And then, after that, then it becomes more of a burden to play one of these games. I certainly felt that way about Sekiro, and that's probably my favorite of all these From Software, Soul-style games. Here, I think I don't remember where I stop at, where I think the game just kind of becomes a little bit unreasonable. But we'll play for a little bit on this system. I know I showed off the PC version quite a while ago. When this came out on the PlayStation 4, the base PlayStation 4, well, the performance was not too hot, which is why I ended up playing on the PC. But now that this version is running on the PlayStation 5, all of the problems with performance are largely mitigated. This is thankfully one of the games that takes advantage of the PlayStation 5, though it's not specifically made for it. Who knows? At some point in time, maybe they'll have a PlayStation 5 version of this.
Yes,
kind of hard to say.
indeed.
Although right now they're working on Elden Ring, that comes out in February, which is fast approaching.
Where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
To me, I absolutely love this art. I mean, it's really like a tragically beautiful game.
The pilgrims
And I always think of these games not as points of frustration, but really just I don't take the game too seriously. So to me, as long as you relax when you're playing it and you don't become too intense and tense up, then a lot of how the game works becomes a little bit more natural. At least that's how I approach it. And you don't necessarily need to fight every single enemy and do every single thing.
when the link of fire is
I think if you have that kind of OCD in your brain where you need to conquer everything that you see, then that's the part of the game that's designed to really get at you. Miyazaki loves to kind of screw with the audience's expectations, how a gamer would think, and that's and then it designs his games knowing that gamers play a certain way, and that's where he puts the stiffest challenges
Farron's undead
and forces you to think a little bit differently.
abyss watchers.
Yeah, some grain in this. Obviously, it's an FMV and not real game in-engine stuff, or actually, it is in engine, but not real time.
Profaned capital.
It is cool to know that you're going to see all this stuff, or maybe it's intimidating to know that. I don't know.
The giant.
I thought I approached this game from more an artistic and sound admiration. Love everything except for the actual game. But I'll put up with the game for a little bit.
The lords will abandon their thrones.
I think it's interesting how much more creative we get this sort of
Kindle
Tolkien lore, like Western style fantasy lore, coming from a Japanese perspective.
nameless.
It's like, yes, there are trolls, but they're not necessarily Tolkien trolls, right? There are knights, but they're not really Tolkien knights. So to me, that's really fresh. Within the context of traditional, Western medieval fantasy, I think they really, have a nice original take on it. Entry incomplete. Oh no! What could my name possibly be? Let's see. What was the? Was it R3? No, I can't remember. Done. Ginger male, age young. Oh, there. Make me more aged, shall we? I almost don't think it matters that much, really. Yeah, let's do the Pyromancer. Well, I know some of these are are essentially gag gifs. Oh yeah, that looks like about what I look like. No fat ass build, huh? Okay, well, I guess that'll just have to do. I think the thing that really throws me off, and is a necessity of the game, obviously, but having all of your actions be the L1, L2, R1, R2, I think that's the thing that really throws me off the most. But again, they need to be there. Those need to be the action buttons. This is not a game that really works well with the face buttons. Just because you have to manipulate the camera so much. And, I still think it looks pretty good, really, because the art's so strong, how everything's put together. It's real clever nips and tucks here and there. And again, getting a full 60, to me, really enhances the experience without having to make so many adjustments on your PC, which can sometimes be an unpleasant experience. I think this is where the big asshole is, right? Or is it down the road more? Well, it might be down the road more. Yeah, but look at this artwork. It's like so detailed. All these twisted trees. Ist Licht. Richtig. I know, the hip is such a deadly place to strike. Yeah, you little bastard. That was totally not nice. Ach, you ruined my shoal, you nasty, nasty man. Dude was just hung over and I butchered him. I'm not sure I'm really the good guy here. I mean, probably not. where the asshole is? There's one, like, early asshole that you run into. Like I said, the designers know that gamers will play a game in a certain way, so they also make sure to put the fuck you enemies right there. Ah, yes, there you are. I remember you. Again, not impossible to beat him. Can easily be done even at this low level. But if you're like super curious, you're like, oh, what's that over there? Ah, I could probably take him. And the game goes, no, yeah. You can, but not without some work. It does even slow you down a little bit, in case you're too stubborn, to know that something bad's going to happen to you. Yeah, a little Breath of the Wild moment here. Obviously not as sharp as the PC, and this is not a native PlayStation 5 app, but I don't know, it still looks pretty good, really. I mean, imagine, running into these kind of ruins, on your expedition. Would be an amazing thing to see. Mr. Bon. Mr. Bonfire. And we can go back and screw around with that guy. Yeah, why not, huh? He's not going to kill himself, unfortunately. I was mistiming. Well, not always. Or, actually, no. Yeah, I'm not really going to show you much. I mean, more than anything, I just like screwing around in the game. Not necessarily trying to accomplish anything. Honestly, I just appreciated being in the 60 hertz, all the way through, and never really dropping a frame. I think it does show that there was good work put in the engine. Ooh, there's someone up here? I can't remember someone being up here. Well, okay, what can one do? Yeah, I never liked the ragdoll deaths. I don't know why. I never found them that amusing. But here they are. They're a tradition. They're gonna stay here forever, apparently. Oh, how disappointing. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do a full playthrough of this game. To me, it doesn't really seem it's worth it. I mean, I'm not like that blown away by the story, you know. If it was something that, you know, some gigantic philosophical, mind-blowing concept, then I'd be more motivated. But well, I don't feel that the amount of effort that you put in is really worth it. Hi. I mean, it doesn't really seem like a great idea, does it? No. God, I remember the first time I played this. I just really got lucky, and I actually beat him the first time I saw him. And when he goes through his transformation, I just like ducked right in there, rolled right in, and it worked out. I've never been able to replicate that play either. I wish I was recording games at that time. Alas, that record will only be in my head. I will never be able to show it to anyone. Oh boy. Oh, that's right, I need to take a running jump. I keep forgetting about that. I mean, I'm just thankful that they put the boss so soon. You don't have to do too much running around like the original Dark Souls before you finally get to the boss, and have the ability to try again. I mean, later bosses they do make you run around probably more than I'm happy with, but at least the first one they get it out of the way. Oh, I forgot I wasn't healed. I was like, does he normally kill me in one hit? Oh no, I usually have more than that. Alright, jerk, come on over here. Now you don't rush. Ugh. Still screwed it up. Ah, well, whatever. What am I gonna do? Yep. That's about right. You are a pleasant man you are. See, you just charge your ass in there. I'm actually surprised they didn't totally screw you and let you rest at this bonfire and then just have him respawn. That'd be hilarious. It's like, you want rest? No rest for you. We'll show you rest, you weakling. You cur. Alright, let's go back and screw with that guy. The other guy that we didn't screw with before. Now that this work is done. Invite you to the dance? Oh, damn nosy bastard. Oh, whoops. Titan shard. HP shard a Titan. guess I'll do the thing. Let's do the thing. Oh. Have you heard of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? If not, you shall die. That's pretty much how it all started. We bring peace, unless you don't believe what we do. Come, join us in our prayer. Or an axe to the head, depending on your answer. Another pleasant person. Although he doesn't really screw with you unless you make the first move. But it's awful nice. Ah, I got it. I got my mama. This get hurt in my special purpose. Oh, did it get me? Well, silly me. Thought I'd get him. I forget, the axe is just like... It's only worth like 2 points of damage. You have to really whack at him. Oh, I don't have my shield on. I was like, why am I not parrying? Oh yeah, that's right. Because it was two-handed. You don't need no shield. We just need our reaction and some dumb wits. I mean... And now he'll screw with you. Like, oh, I remember you. You tried to cut my tail off, you jerk. I keep forgetting about that. Ugh. Yeah, the swipe always gets me. Why from your grave? I'm such a marauding bastard. Just one hack and walk away. That's the first thing I get caught by that thing. Oh, terrible. No, I got me. Whoop, whoop, camera. Being a jerk. Being a herky jerk. I'll probably get killed by tripping over a pebble now. Because, you know, that's kind of how this game works. Or like there's like a man trap here. Takes the rest of your life. I wish I could stay motivated to play this all the way through, but again, I forget which boss it is, which I don't think is really all that fun or reasonable. I mean, for Sekiro, it's when you fight the demon sculptor maker, the Buddha maker. It's like that fight is no fun. It stops becoming worth playing the game after getting to him. Assuming you choose that path. I mean, you don't have to choose that path, of course. Give me a second. There some more food. Alright, let's go smack some people around here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get Elden Ring immediately. These games tend to have some weird bugs every time From Software releases a game. So I'm always really leery about getting something from them brand new. But, you know, I just look forward to somebody copying Wind Waker the correct way, and that game tends to point to that. Obviously with, you know, From Software's own little flair to it, but, you know, it's been like 5 years since Breath of the Wild, and nobody has done that formula right. They haven't even copied it right. You know, that Phoenix, you know, Immortals Rising, or whatever that stupid game was called, that tried it, and it was like such a miserable failure. It's one of those games where I'm actually kind of mad that I bought it. Every reviewer and YouTuber that I like was like, "Oh yeah, that game is really underrated." Well, I'm like, no, the game is overrated, and well, it's not rated high. It's like it's exactly the rating it should have, and much less, I think. Again, great set of vistas, you know, after your hard-fought battle. Pour yourself a drink. Maybe think of jumping, since it's, you know, kind of a hard game. But don't do it. Life is worth living. You want the ability to, you know, have another chance to hack at something. In a game. He was just taking my advice and enjoying that view, and yeah, that's what he gets. No relaxing in the Dark Souls universe. It's like nobody will give you any respite around here. Was the starting character always this strong? I kind of remember dying in like 2 hits. I mean, that's my recollection of the game. Oh, maybe it's this guy that kills me in 2 hits. Oh, okay. I think it is this guy then. Alright, well, why don't we stop it there? This is audap watching Dark Souls 3 running on the PlayStation 5. Again, this is the PlayStation 4 version. There's no native PlayStation 5 version. But it is nice because if you run this on the PlayStation 5, if you're lucky enough to be able to have one of these things, then you can run a consistent 60 frames. You know, the original PlayStation 4 and even the Pro, had some struggles here and there. It gave you some bouts of 60, but not really that much. They ran well under 60 a lot of times. So here, that problem clears up, and you can enjoy a much more consistent experience. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's on sale again for $15 with all the DLC. So there's plenty of content in there. And even if you're just like me and you only play for 10 hours, I think at that price, that's well worth the 10 hours that you play. As long as you relax and don't take the game too seriously, don't let it frustrate you, then it can be a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.